Hello, in this video we are going to look at macros in assembly. So macros are really cool, been really looking forward to this video. So a macro is basically a group of instructions and you assign it a code name, so this has to be unique, and you can call that name any way you want in the code and it will run whatever the instructions are in there. So instead of constantly, maybe it's a complex algorithm that you've got, you need to use it several times. Instead of constantly rewriting it, you can just create it once, and the great thing is you update that one location, it updates everywhere else, so it helps redundancy. The other great thing is this commonly used for tasks. So this is the general requirement for printing out something. It can get more complex than this depending on what you're printing, but this is what is required, these 5 lines. So why not put this into a macro? That's what we are going to do right now. So the format of a macro is you put %macro, then the name of the macro. So this is the name that we would use to initiate it. I'm going to call it epic print. Then any parameters that are going to be passed in, or any values, I'm going to put 2 because we're going to pass in 2 values, because if it's printing, we need the accumulator register to be 4, we need the EBX register to be 1. It's just the ECX and the EDX will change, so the actual value that we're printing and the length of that value as well. Now in here, what we're going to just say is move into EAX4, so this can just be hard coded, move into EBX1, but move into ECX, we don't want to put the value, we want to put %1. So this just says the first parameter that is passed in, assign that here. So we need to make sure when we call it that we actually put the right order. Next, we're going to move into EDX. So you guessed it, %2, because that's going to be the second parameter. Finally, we're going to do int ATH to run the kernel. And now what we are going to do to end our macro, you just put %end macro, all one word. And as you can see, still works the same way because I haven't deleted this, but if I did, nothing prints, because until we initiate the macro, call it, it won't execute the code inside of it. So to do it, we put the name of it, which is what we assigned here, epic print. Now with a space, you put the first parameter, so hello, then the next one, so hello len. There we go. So if we was to duplicate this, so as you can see, or you will see, these 3 lines have been able to execute all of this. So that's fantastic. And if I was to, let's say, change this to 1, 2, and 3, we'll get the 3 different lengths. So we get just H, then HE, then HEL. So that is it. That is how you implement macros in assembly. I think it's an extremely useful feature in the assembly programming language. If you have any questions, feel free to pop me a message, and as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next awesome video.